One of the typical questions we give and get as Catholics during this Lenten season is, what are you doing for Lent? And we all know the answer: prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. Maybe it's, I'll spend a little bit more time in prayer before I go to bed. Maybe I'll give a little more in the basket. Or maybe I'll give up sweets, or maybe something that thing like cussing, something like that. And as I was reflecting on it in light of these readings, I realized that I got it all wrong. Because if you notice, I'm going to spend more time in prayer. I'm going to give more to the collection. I'm going to give up sweets or TV. It is everything about me doing something to reach out to God, when in reality, it is God who makes the initiative, reaching to us. And our Lenten journey is a response to God's initiative. Look what happens to Abraham in the first reading. Abraham is 70 years old. His wife is about that too. And they're childless. They're sitting at where they're at. And basically nothing has been going on. God has not revealed himself to anyone since the fall. And now, God is taking the initiative. He's going to Abram and saying, I will make of you a great nation. I will give you the land. I will make your name great. Instead of Abram doing it all himself, or thinking that is even possible at his late age, God is promising this to him. And this is a God that he hadn't known before. Who's this God that is reaching out to me? It sounds too good to be true. And yet Abraham believes and follows. That's why he's our father in faith, because he's the first one who trusted and believed in the words God gave him and followed him. In the gospel reading, we have something similar. Jesus takes Peter, James, and John and leads them up by the high mountain by themselves. And he's transfigured before them. He's there in all his glory. He is giving an encounter of himself. He is bringing them to himself to reveal himself. And the first response from Peter is, let's build a church. 3 tents, one for you, Moses, and Elijah. And that's not good enough. And so then a cloud comes down and reveals even more, says, this is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him. It is that response of listening which is what is going to be the hallmark of a disciple. For all of us, it is this Lenten journey is a reminder to us to find out what God has done for us so that we can respond. Maybe to call to mind how God has forgiven us in the sacrament of confession, and then respond by being forgiving ourselves. Maybe it's remembering that our life is a gift in and of itself, and can we give some of that time, our precious life, to prayer? Maybe it's the gifts that we have, the monetary and the other gifts, talents that we have been given and developed, which ultimately come from God. And are we willing to share that as well? As we recall what God has done for us, we come to this altar to give thanks. And as we continue our Lenten journey, after we give thanks, we continue this Lenten journey through prayer, fasting, and almsgiving in response to what God has done for us.